been one of the biggest news makers this year in terms of the restructure. In retrospect, was the decision to terminate the committee correct? What could have been done differently? And what could be learned from this situation in the future? And finally, what are your thoughts on cutting committees of the Volusia going into the future? Chris?
All right, so first of all, was it correct? Absolutely it was correct. It did not meet the ends of Volusia. Was it handled correctly? Absolutely not. There is talk still going on between it moving over to the Student Publications Office. However, the plan should have been developed previous to the actual announcement that it was going to be cut. It needs to be much better marketed and much better explained to the people why things are being cut, and it needed to have a direct plan of how it was going to move over to the Student Publications Office.
Thank you, Bruce. Laura?
Thank you for your question, Asta. That wasn't quite as bad as I was expecting from you, so thank you so much. With regards to Radio Laurier, yes, I do think it is the correct decision to be made, as it's a very exciting change for Radio Laurier, as it fits student publications a lot better, and there's a lot more ways for Radio Laurier to expand under pubs. A way that it can be handled better in the future is that if Volusia is more proactive with the contingency plan. I have a contingency plan in place as a presidential candidate, but I think that's something that this year's management team and board could have been more vocal about. And then moving on to, I think I answered everything in the first part of your question. If anything, it just shows us that we really need to be completely transparent with the Students' Union. We have nothing to hide. We're here for students. So, when a decision like Radio Laurier happens, students need to be the first to know, and students need to be reassured that the decision was made for the right reason.
Thank you, Will. Josh?
The term that Radio Laurier is being terminated, I think, is a little bit of a misnomer. Because from what I understand in my conversation with Bryn Ossington as well, is that Radio Laurier is actually just being transitioned over to the student publications. So my commitment to that is to work with Bryn, work with Greg Sachs as well, to ensure that Radio Laurier can be as successful as possible under the Volusia banner, offering whatever Volusia resources, knowledge, know-how, etc. Is available to ensure that Radio Laurier can continue to prosper within Volusia. It wasn't handled properly. Clearly not. There were a lot of upset people as to the way this was communicated. I believe something like this, if it were to happen again, conversations on both sides, Volusia and Volusia, should have been made clear. So the exact plan that will be in place for the transition is made clear. So that's how to answer that. Thanks for the question on that.
Thank you, Ross.
Was it necessary? Under the current AIDS policy, I don't think there was much of a choice when it came to Radio Laurier. I think that the current leadership of both the student union and the student publication need to keep working on a contingency plan. And I think as the next president will have to succeed them and keep working, because Radio Laurier is a really valuable experience to a lot of its volunteers. Part of my platform is to ask questions and build bridges between groups on campus, whether they're affiliated with Volusia or not. So part of my vision is to help Radio Laurier continue not only to succeed the way it is now, but actually make it better and make the transition an opportunity for them to improve and reach their full potential. Thank you.
Thank you.